It's a new week, people. A new week and a new phone box, would you believe? Isn't that absolutely lovely? This phone box typically gets kind of ignored here in central London, but this morning it's getting plenty of love and attention, which is kind of cute. And weird enough, I was actually walking along Whitehall past this phone box last night, so it's a bit odd being back here this morning. Why are we not at the usual phone box? Well, they're quite funny, those two, because yours truly came out of the wrong exit at the tube station. I bumped into somebody, got talking, completely lost what I was doing. But for some reason, the two that are typically deserted, the one behind me we just saw, and this one, today, quite the opposite. Look. Brazilians as usual. Right, so new week, new weather. I mean, new compared to yesterday anyway. In other words, there's pretty much no sunshine. But have no fear, people, it's going to get colder but brighter and sunnier in the next few days. Yeah, that bro's definitely checked out. I don't know if that's fentanyl or whatever was going on there, but he was just in space. A deep moment of contemplation. Should I get the Nikon or the Canon? I get it. Anyway, regimental. Oh God, here we go again. I knew I was going to say it. I mean, it just slips out every time I open the video. It's not a regimental changeover, but it doesn't say the same thing, or it doesn't sound the same when you say, like, you know, unit. I guess it's a unitary if we're choosing the exact vocabulary to be correct. As the King's Royal Horse Artillery are a unit of the British Army, would that mean, strictly speaking, it's a unitary changeover? Because it's not really even a change, it's more of a handover, because the guards that we've seen in the past 3 days are handing over to their colleagues within the same unit. So I mean, I guess that's just a unitary handover, isn't it? I mean, I'd love to know what the King's Troop call it. You know, what's the actual terminology? Handing over from one group of gunners, or lance bombardiers, as they're officially known, to another group of gunners, lance bombardiers. I wonder. Oh, it's a bit busier here this morning. I wonder why. A second, let's see if we can figure out how to get through. One small bit of good news, folks. Last week I mentioned that a certain midget spammer had reposted the Crying Guard video. Now it seems that enough of you paid enough attention that she finally woke up and deleted it, which is probably a good thing, because I was going to interview her yesterday, but luckily for her, Horseguards was closed. That would have been a really good interview. The psychology of a spammer. Why would you publish footage from almost a year ago of something controversial that almost everybody else had deleted, other than to make money? And absolutely disgusting exploitation. Can't stand it. So well done all of you that actually put pressure and commented on that and got it deleted. I checked it last night and it was gone, because I was thinking, you know what, have a last look and then get ready to be interviewed. I still got minions, look, loads of minions walking along. So the interview's for now temporarily on hold, folks. One other thing that I appreciate so many of you emailing me about was the fact that supposedly there were some pickpockets at Horseguards a few days ago. Now, the thing that is extraordinary about that is not that there were pickpockets at Horseguards a few days ago. We know they've been operating there for some time. One of my videos last year was when somebody put their hand in my pocket, and we've had the police there undercover, specifically trying to deal with pickpocketing. But the most extraordinary thing about the weekend's events is that all the people, and I say all, it seems that there are 3 or 4 that were filming or that were around that day, didn't do a single thing. Didn't shout out, didn't alert members of the public, didn't do anything. Just walking around filming like completely brain-dead zombies, as opposed to calling out loudly, grabbing the chap by the rucksack or similar, saying, right, this is a citizen's arrest, calling for somebody to get the police while you're holding on to him. Like, what? Folks, wait and see what happens if a pickpocket turns up here and I can find them when I'm here. I promise you they will not be picking anyone else's pocket. I couldn't believe that, you know, people that film here are that flipping docile and dumb and uncaring of the tourists and so on. It's extraordinary. You see that, you speak out, you shout out, you get involved, you deal with it. They're the kind of people that if they saw, some lady getting robbed on the tube, they'd be like, oh, let me take out my phone and film it. Maybe I'll get some views, make some money. It's just, my God, it's pathetic, isn't it? It really is very, very sad. Anyway, one thing I haven't noticed this morning, let me zoom in for it 1 second, folks. One really interesting thing I've noticed is that the Lance Bombardier Gatesman, I was actually wondering about this, has dashed out into the tunnel. Now that's interesting to me for two reasons. One, I was kind of thinking at the beginning of this morning's video, 1 second, folks.
Did you know they weren't coming on Friday?
I did, but I didn't know they were coming. I mean, when I was here on Friday morning at the back, by accident, I walked over and saw them, thinking like, what? They weren't even supposed to come over.
Sick. I didn't go, I wasn't sick. I decided to have a rest, stay at home. So I looked on Facebook,
yeah, it had to be exactly the moment, yeah. I wasn't even planning to be here Friday. I was filming Rob Poynton's exhibition at a gallery. Yeah. Thought I'd quickly pop over because it's sunny. Luckily, they were lined up out the back. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, you know Rob?
Yeah, I know Rob well, but I was shocked because some of them didn't even know they were coming over until the middle of last week.
No, the date on their website said the 25th, and they come off on the 27th.
But the good news is, between you and I, they're back. Yeah, they're coming back again. I do, but I'm not going to say it in the video. But I'll tell you when I see you next time off my video, so that everyone else. Yeah, they're coming back again. They'll be back again shortly. Yes. I can't. It's in the middle of the video, but it's not yet. But when I see it, I'll make sure I let you know before.
Write it down. Write it down. It's not going to be on.
Wait, let me show you on my phone, but don't say it out loud. Yeah, 1 second.
I won't.
This is from.
Did you find out?
This is from someone in the King Street. 1 second. It's. Where's the date? 1 second. There. Don't say it out loud though. But that's when they're back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something to look forward to, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. Cheers.
Exclusive. See you soon. Yeah. Yes, folks. The King Street will be back again. Would you believe? Very soon. Even after this shift duty, whatever you want to call it, is done, they are going to be back again. They've got a third, what do you call it? Sort of, I was going to say, internship. Tour of duty is what I meant. They've got a third tour of duty coming up here at Horseguards. Tunnel is very, 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 very gloomy this morning. It shows how much they kept it under cover, that even the army photographer didn't know that they were coming back. But as I mentioned, some of the King Street themselves didn't know they were coming back. And remarkably, here we are. This is the first time, to the best of my knowledge, we've ever captured footage of the King Street Royal Horse Artillery, in this case, Gunner Lance Bombardier at the end of the tunnel. Fantastic, eh? I was just about to whip it out, guys, and show it to him. And my camera, that is, to get a picture this morning for Insta. He was going to be photo of the day, but he's off. And I can't really say I blame him because there are so many tourists that are now coming through the tunnel. He probably thought to himself, just like, no, I don't want this. Look at the reflection on the ground, everybody. Look at this. It's actually reflecting the turret suite at Raffles Hotel in the groundwater. The thing I like about that particular Lance Bombardier, who is new by the way, I don't ever remember seeing him before, certainly not last year, is how quickly and majestically he sort of strolls and moves along at hyperspeed. That was very, very impressive. Now, unless I'm imagining things, it's looking at the moment like there are far more chaps here than there were the last time the King Street were here a few months ago. Now, it could just be they've mixed it up and that there are still far more ladies than chaps, but yeah, I mean, we've seen, let me think, I think I've seen four gents so far, and roughly the same amount of ladies. Haven't actually counted them, but from memory, roughly. Now, I see that as a positive because we know the regiment is just about primarily female, including the leadership. However, it's good that they're, whether intentionally or otherwise, splitting it like that, giving a bit of a 50-50. Okay, who's going up? We've got red here. Red or dead, folks, just like the famous game. Now, which horse is it? It's an unusual one, look. In fact, the horse is gloriously hogtied. We'll come back in a minute because I want to get a picture of that horse as horsey of the day because he's got a beautiful blaze, very prominent blaze. Let's get ourselves into the front here for a few minutes. Be careful with my bulb, there are lots of little kids around. Well, everybody did bash somebody with the kit. Let's have a look at who we've got here. Oh, familiar face. We've seen this gunner before. She's definitely been here before, 100%. I remember her actually in quite a few videos last year. That horse is teeny weeny, folks. When I say teeny weeny, I'm thinking like, far smaller than the smallest age-cap horse. Must be like 15 hands, 3, something like that. Teeny weeny one. In fact, even compared to the one at the other end and the ones we saw last week, this is the smallest horse I think we've ever seen here at Horseguards. Super cute, look. And also, like the one at the other end, hog-tied. And interestingly, both of them have a very similar blaze. Yeah, look at you, beautiful. Yes, you are. What I'll try and do, guys, is take a picture of each of the 2 hog-tied King's Troop horses. Why? Because they're very similar. The other one's blaze is thicker, more pronounced. This one has the Ormond-like blaze. Not exactly the same, but very, very, very similar to Ormond, the clenched fist. Real beauty, eh, this one? Oh, somebody just came out to greet her relatives and family. Somebody that's serving here. There's no point in me even trying to get hoof numbers because I don't know. I don't have a list of King's Troop horses, guys, sadly. What I do have, however, from a friend of mine, is a few names. They're at random, but wait 1 second. Let me read out these names. You'll like this, guys. These are some of the names of the King's Troop horses. 1 second. If I can find it, 1 second. There we go. Okay, so, world exclusive. Popcorn, we've mentioned before. I have no idea this could even be popcorn we're looking at now. Burrito. Yes, they've got a horse called Burrito. Wouldn't believe it, but it's true. Crumpet is a twitching. Could this be lovely Crumpet, I wonder? Astra is another one. It's like, why is this guy calling out the names of all my friends? And the 5th one on my little list is Otter. So I'm sensing a little bit of a food theme. Popcorn, Burrito, Crumpet. I have no idea, guys. Maybe there's even one called Haggis. But anyway, those are the 5 names that I do know thus far. If at some point I can match the names to some of the horses, I will do so. Now, I haven't yet seen... Oh, trying to ask her something, being ignored. I haven't yet seen somebody getting told to get out of the box, so I really don't know, and I don't think anyone else does, to be honest. What the King's Troop have been briefed to do to tourists that get too close to or touch their horses. Now, obviously, Horseguards was closed yesterday, so effectively Friday, Saturday, first 2 days. He's out again. Look at this, marching through. Good Lord, this fellow is extraordinary. He's the gatesmanator in the King's Troop. King's Troopman. Oh, in fact, I'm trying to think of a way to pin the word gunner with gunnerman in there. It doesn't quite work, does it? I mean, I guess we can just call him a gatesmanator because he is. At least until the actual genuine OG gatesmanator is back when the lifeguards return in give or take 2 weeks' time. But wow, he marched out super fast. He's like a turbocharged gatesmanator, to be honest. Extraordinary to see. I haven't forgotten about the other horse guys who we will pop along to see shortly because we haven't actually got that long, 10 minutes give or take, until the changeover. And I think today's picture of the day will be a double picture of the day. This one, yes, you, that's right, super cutie, and the other one, other horse at the other end. Walk out backwards. Stick my camera in anyone's face by mistake. It's busy here this morning, people. I'm going to come back to this end and also wait at the end that we've just moved from for the changeover. So we're going to get to see at least 4 different horses during the course of this morning. Now, the other one who looks very similar. That extremely pronounced blaze, look at it, massive blaze. I'll get a bit closer to the minute, guys, because I want a good solid picture head on, central ideally. Focus on the tourists coming in for the moment. Yeah, another spammer's turned up. Look, another one, look. Bloody hell. I think they're all thinking there's some sort of pot of gold or whatever at the end of the rainbow, whereas realistically, guys, there isn't. 99% will fail, luckily. Oh, actually a pair of them working together. Right, let's have a look at the view we've got here. 1 second. It's a very, very, very pronounced blaze now, even compared to the other one. Starts playing with a bit and looks at the camera like the first one did. Come on, beautiful horsey, hold your head high. There we go. I don't like actually holding the other phone up for too long because it looks like I'm filming with two handsets and I can't stand people to do that. He's not going to look at the camera, is he? Too bashful. Oh, we'll see. Nope, he prefers to stare side on. And then I'll put the other phone away. He's going to turn this way, obviously, and look directly at the camera. It's flipping inevitable. Anyway, this fellow that we're looking at now, this gunner, is also a returnee from the summer months. I remember him well. So it seems like retention rates are high in the King's troop. So many familiar faces. In fact, one that we saw when they arrived on Friday was here since the summer before last when I first started filming, would you believe? Extraordinarily enough. I'm going to stay here for a few minutes, guys, and be at the other end for the changeover. And after that, we'll get the flood from the palace. I mean, if they're scared of these small horses, imagine they'd be like with the HCAV horses. Of course, he's super side-eyeing the camera now this morning. Now he's gone back to being shy again. The thing is, actually, I'm zooming in with the other phone, can't really make out the hoof numbers anyway. As soon as we had the list, it would be difficult to match them to it. And we don't have the list, but we will at some point soon, everybody. Don't worry about that. For some reason, I'm expecting this horse might just dash out any minute. I'm going to stand behind the bollard. I'm only just in front of it, but he's not a happy boy, is he, today? In fact, he's not a happy boy at all, full stop. Alas. Oh, Italian's coming out behind me, seeing the horse and saying "Mamma mia." I mean, it is impressive. I'm not sure it's that impressive, but oh, he's just a little leap. Let's hope he doesn't try and chuck the gunner. He is. I don't want a horse to slip on the cobbles. Bring myself even further back. I'm nowhere near close, guys. I'm at least 15, 18 feet away, but it's just when I look at it on the camera as opposed to beyond the camera, it looks like I'm really close. Will he make it? I mean, 6 minutes. Probably, I would think. It's when the traffic builds up. When the cars aren't moving behind me, the horse is getting more restless and unsettled. People that want to go up and stand next to him for a picture are not doing so. Even further back, I've got a feeling he's going to dart out possibly at any moment. Oh, both. That's the second time that he's taken both the front hooves off the ground. There we go, folks. The feeling he's going to come out the box. Sorry. Yeah, it's just a little bit unsettled. Get a teeny bit to the side. I mean, he's only got 4 minutes. A bit of a tragedy if he didn't make it to the end of the shift. In the yard, actually, tour groups are already out. They've lined up in the yard. Hopefully it'll settle down. It really is traffic dependent. Look, the second the traffic starts moving again, horses chill. The problem is it will back up. Okay, the school and student groups are back. This is interesting because it means there'll probably be all of the usual tour groups out and about at Buckingham Palace, meaning they'll head this way afterward. Now, I did say I'll be at the other end for the changeover, and I will be shortly. So hold tight, ladies and gents. We've got a new gunner stableman, or in this case, stable woman, who I don't recognise actually. I think, probably, she's a new one. Oh, yeah, I don't recognise her. Well, this bro is new as well. He's been filming here for a couple of weeks. No idea who he is. Yeah, definitely a new face. Somebody flash photographing the horse. Not smart at all. A little bit of a pat. The other one's hiding in the box. No clopping anymore. He's settled down, but he's hiding in the box. This is actually a good aspect for the changeover, I think. I'm not sure who it is that's doing the flash photography. Good way to scare the horse. Oh, folks, have we got a Bee Gees reunion here? I have no idea that there were any members of the Bee Gees out and about in central London today. So the horse at the other end just said, flipping hell, this hour is going really slowly. And this one just said, don't worry, 2 minutes to go. Settled his friend down. Look, they're all good now. This one, weird enough, folks, I'm not joking, if we took a picture of this horse and juxtapose it with a picture of Ormond in the same spot, they've got exactly the same kind of look about them, that Viper-esque, don't mess with me look. The thing is, we saw one over the weekend that had an Ormond-esque blaze. It wasn't this one, was it? Or was it? It can't be, because they just changed them over this morning. Unless this horse was left over from the weekend shift. What do we think, guys? Is it the same one or another one? Sure, they haven't got 2 of these horses in the King's Troop that have a look. He's like, what are you talking about? Just like Ormond, the stare into the camera is, wow. Impressive, is what I'm looking for. No idea what's going on over the road. Beep, beep, beep. And he's got the clenched fist, hasn't he? Blaze, clenched fist, just like the other one. If there are 2 that have the same blaze, that's going to be an extraordinary coincidence. I'm sure it is the same. Actually, no, it's not the same one, guys. The other one that had the clenched fist blaze had 3 socks. This one's got 4. Wow. Okay, so they've got 2 horses that are really, really similar. It's a shame they didn't pair the 2 clenched fist blazed horses. One in each box. That would have made the tourist think like, hold on, the two horses are the same. Sounds like an Italian day today, guys. Everyone behind me is speaking Italiano.
Thank you.
And Portuguese. Obrigado. No one yet has gone over the line. I say yeah because the day is young. Oh, I just noticed actually which place we've got on duty today. One of our favourites, guys, is back. No, don't get excited. It is not yet the lady officer. You'll see who it is. The fellow with the crazy powerful voice is back this morning. Anyway, that's the cue for the changeover, imminently about to happen. Everybody's figured out that they should probably keep the box clear. We're trying to squeeze into the corner. There's not enough space. In fact, there's not even close to there being enough space. Okay, that's the first example of somebody walking into the box. Woo. Oh, I think that we've got some familiar faces. Just looking through the gate, it's hard to tell from this distance. Pretty sure we've got some familiar faces returning, including hard to see. I think the NCO, the one with the amazing tash. I think he's back. We'll see in a minute. Interesting enough, the police are not moving at the front today. They're not telling anybody to get back. Curious. Maybe things are going to be a little bit different where the King's Trooper. I mean, I have no idea, but look, we zoom in. All in the yard. Unusual. First time I ever remember seeing that. There's always at least one at the front. Actually, there are 4 in total. I've just noticed. 4th against the pillar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strange. Okay, which horse is coming into this box? Oh, it is. It is the exceedingly famous NCO from last year. He's got an amazing voice. Look, remember him, everyone. If I'd known that it would be him here, in fact, this morning, I would have been in the yard for the commands. Not that we're going to get many, because there's no dismount. But it's great, in fact, to see him back. Right, here's our next beauty, with again a very familiar face on the horse. Either that or she has a sister that was in the King's Troop last year, because I remember this lady. Oh, it's always just like go through the box. I don't think. Oh, actually, wait, they are going to change over. It would appear. The gatesman. He just head off into the tunnel, dash into the tunnel really fast. Again at hyper speed. Now I'm thinking, bah, should have been in the yard. But that said, no relief has emerged yet to take over. Oh, here they come, I think. Yeah, here's the relief. Interesting, people, it seems, she's not HK, are coming in and out the gate. Because they didn't close the front, so I'm pretty sure... I don't want to be the one that goes to walk through and get showered at. Wait, let's see if anyone else comes in or out. Would have been great to capture the new replacement gatesman emerging from the tunnel going to the archers. They call it the tunnel, but it's really a series of arches. But then again, it would get confusing if I said coming from the arches to the archers. So we'll continue to call the extended archway the tunnel for the purposes of simplicity. Yeah, it's a pity we missed that, folks, but I would have guessed they'd change over the next hour. Maybe they're doing hourly changes for the foot guards in the King's troop. No one else is coming out the gate, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it yet. Oh, somebody just came out. He's just chomping away at the bit, this horsey. Okay, so they've finished. The changeover's done. We should, in a second, capture the hopefully the replacement gun emerging from the tunnel. Or actually, you know what? As everybody's coming in or out now, we might just be able to get in before he comes out of the tunnel. There's a small... In fact, yeah, we can. Let's have a look. He's holding tight in the tunnel for a while. It's very busy in the yard here, look. Let's see what happens when he emerges. Normally it would have been done by now, so I'm not sure why he's there for so much longer. Not only there's a massive number of tourists coming through now, but the police horses are also just arriving from across the parade ground. I wonder if he's going to stay in the tunnel for a while, and whether or not the police horses will go past him or stop and wait for him to move. Actually, they haven't, in fact, swapped over the gatesman. It's the same chap, I'm sure it's the same chap. Oh, police here this morning. Oh, Clippy Clock. Oi, 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 whoa. Actually, no, it's not the same. I thought for a second it was exactly the same fellow because of the tash, but it's not. It's his replacement. Notice he's walking reasonably fast, but not as fast as the other one. Well, well, well. Lots and lots and lots of people here. But look at how respectfully they're lined up. Look at this. Lovely. Morning.
What, have you spoken to Colin?
Yeah, a little while ago.
Oh yeah, he told you about the dates.
Yes.
We checked them out. Yeah.
Yeah, I showed him on my phone when they're coming back. But it's only, don't say anything, but it's only for four days, the next stint.
I wondered about that because of the extras. You talk about the extras, yeah.
Yep. So that's going to be. I mean, they weren't expecting it. They only found out a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Only because one messaged me and said, "Oh my God, we're coming back again."
Yeah.
I was a bit like, okay.
That's why they changed it.
It's like, why are they leaving if they're coming back again soon? Hey, morning.
The best way you want to see when they're doing their duty, not this way, when they're doing the royal salutes in the park with old-fashioned guns.
Ah, into James's Park.
No,
Yeah.
Hyde Park.
Oh, Hyde Park with gun salutes.
Yeah, when they're going to do gun salutes, they've got old-fashioned guns with 6 horses. They come flying up the road, drop the guns and then go away, and then they number one gun, bang.
Boom.
The other place, if you ever down there, down the Tower of London.
Oh yes, there's also a gun salute in the Tower of London, isn't there, sometimes?
The other artillery club down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old CA then.
See, this is why I'm very sad about being an only child. If I had 2 or 3 twins that could be in other places while I'm filming here, my life would be a lot easier. That's for sure. Wow.
Right, over that.
I saw this early one, so I'm off now. I thought there was rain coming on.
Yeah, I mean, two overcast days, but from Wednesday we should be back to normal.
That's right, yeah.
Hopefully, anyway. See you then, yeah? Okay, folks. Yeah, it's a pity. Oh, it's a pity. I mean, if I were fortunate enough to have, a twin or 2, wouldn't I be a lucky boy? You two scoundrels, are you right?
Yeah.
It's you for a while. Last week, no? I mean, you're hardly ever here these days.
I came after like
7 days, I think. Yesterday I came after about 6.
Because, you know, Man and I were talking, we were just saying that it's a bit lonely here these days. You know? Both of us really enjoy threesomes, don't we? But we couldn't have one because you weren't here. All good though, yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. I didn't even think they changed over because the one that he replaced also looks exactly the same as a Tash. The other one before him there was walking around super fast. Yeah, so many of them look alike.
They were two guards this morning, they look like things.
I mean, maybe there are siblings. I mean, even that horse in this box looks exactly the same as the other Ormond looking horse that was here on the weekend. Much harder to figure out what's going on though, to be honest. Everyone's kind of... The guys are trying to take some pictures, friends of mine are trying to take some pictures. Make a gallery so that they can figure out who's who. Because it's true actually, so many similarities between not only the gunners, but quite a number of their horses. Decide actually which end is better. Let's stay here for a few minutes. We can always head back in a little while. Okay, this fellow, who I thought briefly was a popular returnee from last year. No, it's not. This gunner. I mean, he's a guard, King's Guard, even though his rank is gunner. Lance Bombardier. He's King's Guard when he's here on duty at Horse Guards ceremonially. He's new. I haven't seen him before. I mean, he might not be new to the troop, but he's new to Horse Guards. I've never seen him. But look at how cute his horse is. Look. That blaze is super thick. Just when they think they couldn't get any more beautiful and interesting, they bring over some new ones that are, wow, immaculate. Not only that, look at the markings, guys. He's got 3 white socks and 1 dark sock. What a little cutie, eh? My eyes peeled in the yard, I think, as well. Oh, this lanky dude just walked straight into the box. Oh. Now, for some reason, I can't really decide what that reason is. The basketball player just got told to stand clear of the box. I mean, that to me sounds like a new command. Have we heard those words before? We've heard get out of the box, stand clear of the box. Yeah, we were in a good spot for that one actually. So we know the response at this end. He has basketball playerophobia, that gunner. And you know what? I can't say I blame him. This end? I don't know. I mean, let's see. Consistency, folks, I think is what we're looking for, is it not? So that end is perfectly under control. Now, I don't think we're going to see anybody get in the box at this end. Second person was just told to stand clear of the box at the other end. So, real firm, even enforcement at the other end. And some hippie-looking dude with long hair. Not this one, walking into the camera, another one. Goodness gracious. Sorry?
Sorry.
No, it's okay, don't worry, not a problem. Oh, how nice when people apologise. I mean, they don't need to apologise. I mean, on the public highway, if people walk in front of the camera, that's their prerogative, but it's very thoughtful when they do apologise. Gosh. So, MC Hammer at the other end is being brutal with people that go near his horse. Golly. I'm happy actually to be at this end because all of the other people filming ran to the other end when they heard him shout. I personally don't think the ambulance chasing route is the best route because anything can happen at any time here in any spot. We've seen it before. It's really a matter of luck, to be quite honest. It's not even instinct, it's just luck. But the basketball player's face, that was super funny. Tourist plus coffee cup. For some reason, people are walking over close to the other end and asking him the name of the horse, but he's not responding. We'll go back there shortly when the spammers move out the way a little bit. Oh, that was the police shouting, actually. For people to stand clear and make some space. Look at these four. Wow. Coachman just stopped for them. Look at this. That's pretty good driving, I must say. I don't instinctively think that this gun is going to be shouting at people. We saw that family just now, right in the box, didn't say anything. However, it could be because they were just kids. I'm trying to move back, folks, a little bit because I'm uncomfortably close, but there are just too many people. Bubble hat. Moving back a teeny bit because weirdly enough, for the third time, I thought I was imagining it the second time, but for the third time, somebody got right next to me, like super close. It can't be a coincidence. I'm talking about the woman, this woman in front with the rucksack, who's with the young girl. They're now walking off. That's super weird. Gosh, now everybody's sort of just ran into the gap. Okay, time to move to the other end, I think. So we know that at this end, Hammerman is on it big time, and I personally think that's a good thing to see, folks. I think that in an ideal world, horse is looking right at us, look. In an ideal world, that's how it could be. Let's see if I can quickly get a picture of this beautiful horse while he's glaring at us this way. Horsey. He's a real beauty, this one, eh? Oh, just slipped. This guy's been brutal, actually, with how much he is willing to enforce the box. I have to have been a fly on the wall at the briefing. Were they told that no one's allowed in the box, or were they told that you can use your discretion? So bro next to me is walking around with his phone in his back pocket. I mean, just like begging to get robbed. The second I'll tell him. This guy. Second, let me tell him. So do you guys speak English? Do you speak English?
Yes.
Your phone in the back pocket. Somebody will steal it here. Gotcha. Yeah, be careful. Pickpockets work here. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Oh, this guy. The trooper's got his eyes down to the right-hand side. Trooper, sorry, gunner. I select this guy, folks. He's going to end up being being the most popular gunner, I can see it of this 2-week stint. Firm, authoritative, polite, and actually, to be quite fair, even though he doesn't need to be, respectful and clear verbal instructions, staying clear of the box. Oh, here's the bro. This time he's not got his phone in his back pocket, so he's not going to get robbed. Yeah, folks, never walk around in London with your phone in your back pocket. Even in the safest spots, someone will nab it. Here's another one, foot in the box. The thing is, actually, this gunner reminds me a little bit of Ormond. He's a gunner version of Ormond. What I mean by that? Well, he's looking straight ahead, focused on, it looks to me, the turret suite opposite at Raffles. Notice his eyes are up, but at the same time, he's massively BDIing anyone that gets close. What a pro, eh? Hoping homeboy here in the in the green cab decides the chance is luck. Oh sure, the horse's posture, I was just about to say, is really odd. Oh, there we go. Who's this weird bro? He's got some sticks in his bag. I think he's on his way to a gardening conference. Stick man. Right, who's next? Honestly, folks, if you could see what the gunner could see going on in front right now, just the jostling. Because there's like 4 or 5 people that are trying, gently sort of pushing one another to get right in front, in the centre spot. Just like, oh dear. It seems to be, for whatever reason, that only taller people are getting told to move. Optically, from where the gun is sitting on the horse, very hard to see if somebody's feet are over the line, unless they're really over the line. There's so many people running through the box today, casually. Who's next? Roll up, roll up. Who's the next lucky punter, folks?
Sono passato. Y con la patata unta.
Pero tiene una joya.
Oh, that's the first sacrifice we've seen in days, to be honest, possibly even weeks. I think it's only a HCAV that accepts child sacrifices. It's not part of the mandate of the King's Troop. Right, thanks for the offer, but no. We've got no creche facilities. Massive group just turned up to the riot, saw all the people lined up, including myself, just shook their heads and just like, nope, and went back the other way again. This potentially could be the problem in the future, actually. If enough pressure is placed on the powers that be. Oh, hold on. This bro's getting closer and closer. somebody just left their umbrella there. Am I about to get a free umbrella, guys? What do we think? I really hope somebody takes it because I don't want to pick it up. Nor do I want to report a lost umbrella to the police. Mustard man, wow, that's quite an outfit. It's mustard Burberry scarf. They're being really careful here because the picture taker is well known and a popular tour guide. So he's briefing them before they go over about the line. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's an ambulance. Those blue lights. What do you think, guys? Is somebody going to claim the umbrella or is it lost? I also just noticed that the replacement gatesman hasn't actually left his post yet to come to the front. But then I'm not in a position to see if he went to the back either. We'll check that out in a minute. Okay, luckily it's been claimed, look. I think, how on earth are we at 51 minutes? I mean, we just got here. It just started. Gonna have a look at the clock, folks. It's 26 and a half minutes past, so any moment he should leave the tunnelway, I would think, or leave the arches and possibly head into the tunnelway. Let's have a look. Let's see. If I can get through these throngs. Big if. I can now see better from this spot. So I have no idea if anyone's going to get told to move. I mean, he's half in, half out. Try and get a little bit more central. We've got a few minutes, folks, so there's going to be movement. I don't really think though that we're going to see people being told at this end to get back. I just can't see it. I don't know why I can't. She's very stern looking, but yeah, I don't think she's going to actually give them verbal instructions to move back. See, don't touch the horse, don't touch. I mean, I don't know how she could touch the guard, even if she wanted to. And no, the lady on the left is not over the line. Be careful, somebody might take it. Yeah, be careful. That's why I'm looking because I think somebody might grab it and run away. Honestly, be careful, yeah. The problem is this. There's so many people who are filming, the tourists haven't got anywhere to go. I like this, bro. This is the guy just told to be careful with his camera. He just set up to do like a little video of himself with his camera. You did. That was pretty funny, actually. Did it come out well?
Sorry?
Did it come out well?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, see you. Funny. But he got what he wanted. I mean, that's what matters. Right, bing bong, folks. There is Zibel, which is also the moment we should move. That was the whole point of me going there in the first place. Okay, let's see if we can figure out the rhyme and reason of what the gatesman's doing, or not, when the bell tolls. I mean, I'm not seeing any movement, personally. I don't know why, but I can't stop thinking about the NBA player who just stood right next to the horse, not caring less. My favourite type of tourist, folks, are the ones that are innocent. What I mean by that, I mean the ones that mean no harm, that don't do things intentionally, but just accidentally kind of get in trouble.
YouTube? Huh? YouTube?
Yes, brother.
France, Toulouse, on est là. Good London.
Algerian or Moroccan?
Algerian.
Algerian?
Yes.
Yeah? Where do you live in France? Which part of France are you
Toulouse.
from? Oh, you're from Toulouse?
Ouais.
Ah.
Toulouse ici?
I've heard of it, but I'm not like a huge football fan. For me, the best thing in France is baguettes, croissants, and
Baguette,
coffee.
croissant, chocolatine. Not pain au chocolat, chocolatine.
Chocolatine. Yeah, true actually.
C'est YouTube.
Guys, that means you're going to be in today's
Ah,
video.
vous
One
savez
second, look.
En France, on dit baguette, croissant, chocolatine.
Yes.
I'm just getting educated about the best foods to eat.
Oh,
If
none of such one. Okay,
C'est quoi
good.
ça?
yeah.
C'est ça,
So you guys
Ah,
are,
your chaîne, YouTube.
yeah,
Yeah.
you guys will be in today's video. You're in today's video.
Good, very good, good. Good. Thank you very much.
Hey, my pleasure, my friend. Shukran.
Sahed. Ciao, mon frère.
Take it easy.
Can I
Yeah?
take a picture with you?
I mean, if you want, I'm not famous, but I mean, if you want to, why not? Hey,
No problem, yeah.
because a lot of my viewers think that I don't like French people, but I do.
J'aime l'échange.
You don't care about our celebrity or famous.
It's because I'm a nice guy.
I like
Ah.
les échanges.
Okay, let's do it. Anglo-French selfie.
Merci.
Hey,
Sahed.
shukran, my friend.
Salam,
Take it easy. Super nice guy. Wow. I was sure he was Moroccan, but hey, I was pretty close. What? I mean, it's not often, folks, that I get asked to be in a tourist picture with them. In fact, it's been 3 days since that last happened. Gosh. Wow, some of the colours. In fact, those two dudes, wow, they were super colourful. I'm just trying to think, folks. I'm kind of in a buoyant mood. That's the postman. He's got a delivery. Oh, they're unloading all the kit at the back, actually. There's a King's Troop van at the back. Aren't some people generally... I'm just talking about you two in the video. I'm just saying that aren't some people generally like super friendly? Because a lot of people in my video think that I don't like French people, which is funny because sometimes I'm like, you know, kind of like the Frenchy accent.
Yeah.
But my best friend is from Casablanca, French Moroccan. I spent a lot of time in France, but you know how it's British people mock French people, French people mock British people.
Yeah.
You guys call us horse beef, am I right? Yeah. See, guys, in the video, English people are called horse beef by Frenchies.
Yeah, that's right.
It's good historical humour
Yeah,
because we love each other fundamentally.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh. Oh my god, this guy's so funny. He's pointing at the ground, telling her to go and stand in it while he takes a picture. So you heard that there, folks. Some of you were saying that it's not true. Okay, you can't be rude about Frenchies, you can't make jokes, and they don't call British people horse beef. Yes, they do. How do I know that? Because it's true. Okay, so we're back at this end. I don't think we're going to meet anyone as friendly as that amazing Algerian chap ever again on this channel. It's a bit annoying actually. Algeria is a country I've never visited. Beautiful, spectacular natural scenery, but a little bit more dangerous for various reasons than Morocco, especially the disputed northern region. Maybe one day, guys. I'm not quite that brave actually. Speaking of which, how is it that I can't remember the name of the channel? Super famous Kiwi travel vlogger published a video in Madagascar yesterday. Indigo Traveller. There we go, folks. Indigo Traveller. Probably in the top 2-3 travel vloggers in the world. Kiwi journalist. If you don't know his channel and you like very intelligent, beautifully produced overviews of countries that in all likelihood neither I nor you will visit because they're remote, they're dangerous, very much inaccessible. He's the man to go to. Indigo Traveller. Yeah. I mean, I can't say that I've ever actually thought about going to Madagascar, but you know, never say never. It's more about getting there that is a part that concerns me. Okay, let's go back to the other end. Just trying to get like a little bit of space, but wait, hold on a second. Flipperoo. This is Spammer Central today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unbelievable. Lined up in a perfectly straight roulette-esque pincer movement across the front. You don't need to worry about the buses actually trapping the horses in. They're spammered in. God, I'm just looking at the time again, folks, on the video. How on earth did it go that fast? We're rapidly approaching the end. The thing is, actually, I'm going to finish at the other end. The only reason I'm going to finish at the other end, well, two reasons actually. First reason, because I'm pretty sure the super funny guy earlier who did his own video is going to come to this end to make another one in a second. And also there have been so many civil servants emerging from indoors and walking through the yard to the front here. It's only a matter of time before somebody walks into the horse because they're constantly on their phones, not looking at where they're going. Okay, wait, so, oh, great. The second I move. Okay, so finally the gatesman's emerging, but where's he coming? To the front or to the tunnel? Yeah, he's coming to the front. Oh. 1 second, too many people here as usual. Look, here he comes. There. The reason I like sort of getting reasonably close, but not uncomfortably close, is to have a good look at that historical uniform. Yes, he looks like a hussar. I mean, fundamentally, doesn't he? Beautiful uniform. In fact, I should really have taken some more pictures on the first couple of days when they arrived. It was nowhere near as busy. It just suddenly got super packed. It's as close we were able to get, guys, to being reasonably central. Now we're exactly central. Which, to be honest, is pretty unusual these days. You know, I try to film a little bit off centre. It just feels weird to be directly in front. Now, the strange thing this morning is that we normally have the palace rush, do we not? There wasn't one. Now, that tells me two things. First of all, there would have been a normal guard change at the palace and not a wet mount. Because if there's a wet mount, people normally run to horse guards to see something instead, if it's not going on at the palace. But then I'm guessing it's probably because we're now properly out of tourist season before the final tourist season of 2024 begins, which in all likelihood I think will probably begin in the first week of December. Yeah, exceptionally likely to begin the first week of December. That's typically when all the old-moneyed, really, really rich Americans arrive in London. A lot of whom fully book Claridge's a year in advance. They've had the same suites and the same rooms on the same floors for years and years and years in the same family. You need to be really moneyed, like really old-moneyed folks, to be spending £10,000 plus a night in Claridge's, and that's just the suite cost. Add on the surcharges, the dining, the chauffeur, and everything else, and wow, you look at a $250,000 break in London for 2 weeks. Oh. I thought she was talking to me. She said, "I'm going to go over there." There must be somebody behind with a camera. Curiously enough. She will be one of the last tourists, at least she's smiling, to appear in today's video. In fact, if not the last. She's saying, "You are a kiddie." Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And she's right. He is a kiddie, this horse. Yeah, the crowd thinned out really fast this morning. No palace flush of tourists, which is curious. I don't get it, but okay. Shiny puffer-coated bro. So these moments, you know, it's ultimate horse guards. Like unveilingly. Now tomorrow, without going into details, something unusual is happening. I stopped pronouncing interesting things because too many people, it would appear, even though they profess not to like it, even the haters watch this channel, which is interesting and flattering. I mean, I get it. They need some tips to the videos. However, yeah, there is an interesting event happening in London imminently, ladies and gents, and hopefully yours truly, having been given a heads up, will be there to capture it. And nope, it's not the presentation of the red beret to the King Street Royal Horse Artillery. Could she be the last one in today's video? Oh, very proud horse. Look at this. It's like, this is the horse that I donated to the King Street. Thank you. Yep, she was our last one, guys. Time to say arrivederci, do svidania, and au revoir for now, I think. Look at who's around. We'll be back, people, in all likelihood tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.